there's a story about a man talking to a psychiatrist, and he said, how can you tell who is normal and who's nuts? And psychiatrist said, well, I give them a test. I say, if you have a bathtub filled with water, I'm going to give you a teaspoon, and alongside the teaspoon, I'm going to give you a coffee cup. Alongside the coffee cup, I'm going to give you a bucket. How will you get the water out of the bathtub? And the guy said, oh, okay, I get it. Said, a normal person like me would use the bucket because it holds more water. And the psychiatrist said, what makes you think you're normal? A normal person would pull the drain plug. And what a beautiful thing it is when people see that. When you see someone else who is able to at least give the impression to people that you are valued. We've been seeing some stuff on the news and reading this past week about the Invictus Games up in Toronto. And the real news is whether or not Prince Harry would show up with his new girlfriend, and that's why the cameras were there. But the games themselves are really pretty important for wounded veterans from around the world to come together in kind of almost like a Paralympics athletic competition. I was watching the news, and there was a picture of Prince Harry seated next to a man, I don't know what country he was from, but he had stepped on a landmine, and both legs he had lost at the knee. And they were sitting next to a pool. He was in a swimming competition that was upcoming. Prince Harry's talking to him. Well, they talked to the man later, not to the prince, but they talked to the man and said, what was it like to meet him? And he said, he didn't treat me like I was less than royalty. He treated me like one person talking with another person. And I had a sense that he wasn't looking at me as a wounded veteran to be pitied. I had a sense he was looking at me as an athlete to be admired. Another way of looking at it is to say the needs are so huge, I couldn't possibly fix all of them. What little thing amid those needs can I fix? And if in fact, and you know logically, you already know this, I'm not telling you anything you don't know, if in fact every single person would say, I can't fix all that, is there some little something I can do? Cumulatively, our power rises to the level of the problem. And together we can do what alone we never, ever could begin to do.